Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your weekly tarot and astrology for April 6th through the 12th of 2020. Stick around at the end for some big announcements in terms of price cuts for all my readings, how to get 30% off of astrology, natal charts, compatibility charts through this amazing site called Truly Divine. So stick around at the end for that. And again, both of that information will always be in my description box below this video. Do stick around also for a giveaway information at the end, as well as some other big announcements. So stick around, guys. We're going to go over the astrology first, and then we're going to get into your specific outlook for your sign for the week ahead, okay? So we got some big stuff this week, and if you guys haven't, do make sure to check out your monthlies. I've been finding that the weeklies are really lending to the monthlies that I did for April 2020. So do check those out. Those are all up. And do be sure to, especially to check out your weeklies for your rising sign first, then your sun and your moon. Rising sign does rule your whole chart, and I find that that really slaps for a good outlook, especially energy-wise and how things are coming across to you for your week and month ahead. So let's start off with April 6th, Monday here. We have the moon void. It's moving from Virgo into Libra. And this week, I do want to say just outright, it is Aries season in full swing. So here we have the moon kind of bringing in some harmony here. Well, actually, it will be in general in harmony with a lot of planets. So there's going to be a lot of natural expression with yourself and with others today. There's going to be a lot of taking account, into the opposite side as the moon moves into Libra. And you're going to be very focused on resolving issues diplomatically, fairly, bringing about balance, peace, and harmony. Tuesday, we have some big stuff going on. We have the full moon in Libra. And Libra is all, about relationships, about balance, about harmony. So it's bringing in a lot of clarity about relationships, a lot of harmony and connections. Okay, so any type of connections, again, that have been dancing around each other, weird situations even from last September, or even beyond that, especially with all the, eclipses, go back to those eclipses. If you've been dancing around a partnership, a person, a love situation since then, you're going to find that that could be coming up for that definitive moment, that big oomph moment here. So we might be reaching pinnacles within relationships in terms of seeing where they're headed, where they're going. Big moments could happen. Couples that are already together may start more enjoyable projects to work on together. And you need to start looking again at how do you feel when you're together versus apart. You don't want to be using relationships to define yourself or to avoid being alone. So let's see what else is going on here. Also, we have Mars and Aquarius on the same day here, squaring Uranus and Taurus. This is big news because this really only happens twice every other year. And Uranus and Taurus is big, and Mars and Aquarius is also big because they're both fixed signs and they're both very stubborn signs. People that say that Aquarians aren't stubborn, you're wrong. Aquarians might be, in my opinion, more stubborn than Taurus is, in my personal knowledge and experience with them as a Taurus, and having other people say that too. It's they're kind of secretly very stubborn. So there's a really stubborn and intense, very combustible squaring here. So it could be very disruptive. Tempers might even pop off here, and it's going to be happening because our ideologies and our egos are going to be clashing again with these two fixed signs. So it's going to force you to be like, you know what, it's time to stand up for what I want. It's time for me to stand up for ourselves, especially if you've been putting off with it, okay? Putting that off. So steer clear of any people and situations that will explode. Keep a cool head, okay? Friday, April 10th is another pretty interesting thing and pretty nice thing actually going on, especially for all this other really Aries energy, with the sun in Aries and being in Aries season. We have Mercury also moving into Aries here. So there's a lot of expressive, quick-witted, speedy speech here. We're going to be more drawn to, saying one-liners rather than going into a whole soliloquy of, everything and, maybe even like writing out an essay to explain things. People are going to have short attention spans. Keep it short. Pay attention to what people are saying, because if they have to repeat themselves, you might find that suddenly you're in an argument, okay? Because there's a lot of argumentative energy within this, within Mercury and Aries here. So if you don't want to burn down any major bridges, keep your argumentative side in check. So, in terms of astrology, that's pretty much what's going on here. We might do a separate video for the full moon in Libra, not Libra. So check that out as well. All right, so let's get into the tarot reading for the week. All right, Leos, let's look at your week ahead for April 6th through the 12th of 2020. We're using the Gustav Klimt deck here. We're going to check it out, all right? Let's look at your feelings, how you're feeling, how your emotions are for the week ahead, April 6th to the 12th. Leo's feelings and emotions this week. Do be sure to check out the readings for your sun, your moon. Definitely your moon and your rising this week, because we do have a big full moon. And your rising is always the top of your chart and what you're ruled by. So it's important to check that out as well. Ooh. Let's look at career and finances for Leos this week. Let's look at... Ooh, I'll take that with it. What? How did I just pick up the wrong card? I just was holding it. Okay. That was weird. If that one wants to come out, you can come out differently. Thank you. Let's look at your love and relationships. And, okay. Okay, it's expected. And let's look at anything major happening coming in this week for you guys. Major events, situations, anything else that Leos need to know be happening in their lives this week. What's flying out? Okay. This could be a little bit of a push through for you guys, and I highly suggest you do check out your monthly read. Your monthly read was very powerful to me for some reason, and it really stuck with me. So check that out, guys. I really think it's going to help a lot of you to check out that monthly read for April for you. And do be sure at the end, guys, to stick around. I have some announcements here, especially for trulydivine.com, which is an astrology service that you can use for compatibility charts, astrology charts, numerology. They're incredible, best I've ever had. And I have got my chart done by people in person, numerology in person, compatibility. I've had, people do them. I've had websites do all these things, and Truly Divine just blows them all out of the water. Their descriptions, how in-depth their analysis goes, and it's just incredible. Even my partner was just totally mind blown by it. We're going to do a review video. It's just been really busy with all just crazy life-changing stuff here. But regardless, do check that out, guys. You can use the code Deku30 for as many of the charts as you want to get done. You can use it not just for one. You can use it again multiple times if you want. You can also use the code for, to give it to a bunch of people, and they can use it. Every time you purchase something, you can use that code. So feel free to use it. Feel free to share it around and tell people about Truly Divine, because they are incredible. All right, sorry to start off the reading with that. Just came to me first, but I'll stick around. I'll have the rest of the announcements at the end. But your feelings, your emotions here. 7 of Swords is the first card out, and then the 2 of Pentacles. You're feeling very, I feel like, let's all be honest here, okay? Let's get deep. Let's get deep. And definitely check out the monthly if this weekly resonates with you, because this is hitting in that same way. Let me get a sip of tea. You guys are realizing that you balance a lot of your feelings and your emotions towards especially other friends, people in your life, relationships, without really telling them what it is. You keep things on a balanced scale. And if you paid attention to the astrology part in the beginning of this video, I did talk about all the astrology this week. There is a lot of combustible energy this week. Different ideologies, egos getting wrapped up in it, and people maybe becoming a lot more combative, kind of like the powder keg gets blown up. So if you have relationships with family, with friends, with, in a love relationship even, that is going to, that is like getting to that edge, and you've been holding back saying how you feel, and they're very honest with how they feel, and they expect these things of you, but you don't do the same for them, and you're realizing, oh my gosh, wait a second, I put this person first, and they just kind of balance me with their life. And that's not good. It's not good for you to accept that, but it's also not good to realize that maybe you've been accepting that for more than one relationships in your life. I think a lot of you guys are in this realization that you expect others to put you first the same way you put them first when they're around, and they expect something of you, they ask something of you, you do something fun, whatever. They expect you to have it all down. They expect you to, have the party set up, to have everything a certain way. There's expectations for Leos because you guys give yourself these expectations. You guys are the person that is there with the center of attention, setting up the party, the person that everybody turns to, that everybody comes to. And when you suddenly kind of step back and say you can't do that right now, or you stop being that person, you start changing a little bit, you're going to realize that people start balancing you out. That they're not going to do that kind of stuff for you. And you're like, wait a second, this shouldn't be like a juggling game. It should be an equal give and take, a flow of energy, rather than, well, this is what I can give you right now, and that's that. I don't know how to explain that in any other way, but it just gives me that kind of sense that you're realizing that you're not the first person for these people, for this person in this situation, and you don't like that anymore. And you're not really willing to accept that. And you're not really willing also to juggle how you feel to save somebody else's face, to make them feel better. So you're going to start telling people what they want to hear, or not what they want to hear, but what they need to hear this week. So I feel like you guys are ready to snap. So if people have been juggling you around and you're really tired of taking scraps when you're giving whole parts of yourself, or you have been holding back, saying how you really feel, and if somebody's been pissing you off, even a parent, a family member, it's going to implode. Try not to let your aggression get the best of you. In terms of career, though, we see some positivity here. You could be prospecting. Where are things going for the future? Choose what you love. You could also have some really wonderful, rejuvenating opportunities coming in. You could find also that you're really loving where you're working, or that you have gone one way and you're ready to go a new way with your feelings. Where do you want to take this? What are your ideas right now? What are you being driven to do? Pay attention to any creative impulses, ideas that come in this week. They will not drive you wrong. It'll be very good. And again, let's head back into love and relationships now. 10 of Pentacles comes up with a 6 of Cups reversed, and then a 10 of Swords. We always get 2 10s. You are not even the first sign to get 2 10s this week. I think it might have been Aquarius that got 10 of Pentacles and then the 10 of Swords, but they were both reversed. Whenever I get a 10, somebody start tallying it up. Whenever I get a 10, I always get another 10. And we also have 2 aces in this reading, so there's a lot of ending kind of energy and new beginnings. You're ready to let go, I think. If you realize that you've been holding on to nostalgia of the past, hurt from the past, especially in terms of love, if you're holding on to an ex, oh, I'm like, you've been thinking about this relationship and how they treated you and how nice was that, and that was really comforting, that was really lovely, and like, I miss that, I miss them in these ways. You miss aspects of it, but you should not be missing this person. A situation has ended. Okay, it's like you guys are really reminiscing about an ex, or about somebody that is not here and is probably not coming back. And if they do come back, I would say you don't want this person or situation back. It doesn't seem healthy. It really doesn't seem good. When you get the 10 of Pentacles, it's time to start relying, I feel like, on the support systems you have, on the people around you, on the true friends, the true love, and stop reminiscing and holding out for people and wishing that somebody could be more, that these friendships could be more, this person could be more. Won't they come back and offer me this? But this is ended. This is very, very much over. And you have to let it go. This is hurt you in ways that you need to remember how it hurt you. You need to remember what it did to you and how it made you feel, and mentally what it did to you. It's time to let go of people and situations that have you in these loops that last a long time. This could be exes from even years ago, that you for some reason hold this place of nostalgia and home in your heart for them, but you have to start cutting that out and letting it go and opening yourself up for more. The major energy of the week here is that there's new beginnings for you, new opportunities. There's a new fire in your belly here, and you're going to take it where you want to, and you're not going to give a shit what anybody else wants out of you, what they expect out of you. They can say what they want, but so are you. And that's what I get this week. You're not holding yourself back anymore. You're ready for new beginnings, new relationships, new passion, something new. There's a real sense of, I'm ready for the new beginning. I'm really ready to let go of all this 10 energy of the past 10 months, 10 years, few years. Doesn't even have to be that I have spent wishing and wanting to get back to this place that is no longer there and will never be there again. Okay? Time to start dreaming for a better future, something you're more excited about, a new venture, a new you, a new life. Beautiful stuff here. Let's pull a Lynn V. Andrews Power Deck card. For Leos. Ooh, okay. Actually, you guys are going to get 2 of them, because 2 came out and I don't want to ignore them. So instead of getting any other oracles, we'll just use these 2. First is Courage. I love this card, and I'm sorry I have to hold it this upright way, but this is the image. Beautiful. Action takes courage. We often feel like fish out of water, separate and different from the world around us. Fish out of water can learn to swim in a new era of consciousness with a new purpose. in life. Perhaps it is identification with objects and clinging to addictions that keeps you feeling separate and keeps you from finding the source of your power. Not only dependence on drugs, sex, or alcohol, but also addictions like fear of failure, the need for approval, or fear of desertion. This is hitting for you guys. I would also check out Aquarius's if this is resonating, because it's kind of reminding me in some aspects of theirs. But anyways, the fear of desertion. Discover your own power and meaning by having the courage to give up your addictions. Then live your power with courage. It's time to give up what you're addicted to, especially in terms of thought loops, how you feel comfortable, what you feel comfortable in longing for at the end of the day, what makes you feel good. It's time to start separating yourself from those things and realize that a lot of them are rooted in fear. So, let's pull a second one here. I almost just was going to say goodbye. But anyways, also, guys, remember to check out Truly Divine's site. Check out my code for that, Deku30. Use it as many times as you want. Send it to as many people as you want. You can continue to use it. And again, get all those astrology analysis, numerology analysis, compatibility analysis charts for a discounted price. And they are literally the best I've ever received. So please check them out. I highly recommend them. Even if like I wasn't working with them, I'd be like, check out Truly Divine. They're amazing. So check them out, guys. Also, before I read this last one, let's go over the last little announcements, and then we'll finish it off with your little last card here. For a giveaway I'm doing, you can get this awesome wire wrap bone bead ring. It does not fit me. I'm also going to be giving away some of my crystals, as well as a specially made spell sachet from me to you. So all you have to do, and you can do this all before April 13th. April 13th, I will decide the winner. All you have to do is share a video, any from the channel, screenshot it from where you shared it on social media, email me, or you can book a reading, and either of those ways work in terms of an entrance. So you can enter the contest any of those ways before April 13th. And if you haven't, do make sure to subscribe. Do make sure to share the videos, guys. And I am taking 20% off of all of my readings for the time being. So check out how to book, and the new price is below, okay? In the description box as well. So your last card here, let's finish this out with perfection. Okay, Leos, dream your passion, fly away. Go through the hoop of your innermost fears and desires. Meet them and conquer them. What pain from childhood have you not dealt with? Move into the wound of your most secret fears and find the seeds of wisdom that are planted there. Face what upsets you the most. It is a great teacher. Give away whatever is holding you back: insecurities, ego, fear of failure, or of not being loved, fear of being alone, and be reborn into a new state of perfection. Wow, Leos, these are the most perfect messages for you this week. Do check out your monthly for sure if this resonated. And have a wonderful and blessed week, guys. Good luck with all of this. Stay safe, stay healthy. Let me know what you guys are watching and doing during the quarantine, during isolation, in the comments below. I'm bored. Check me out over on Instagram, putting in a lot more content and stuff, or I'm going to try to be doing that as much as possible moving forward. So check that out, guys, as well. Deku Tarot over on Instagram. And have a great and blessed week. Namaste.